Welcome to the August edition of ANS News Video. Let us take a glance at the main events and initiatives of the Salesian world in this month. Let's begin this edition with the news of the announcement of the canonization of Blessed Artemirizati. RMG Region. Canonization of Blessed Artemirizati. On Saturday, 27th of August, the Holy Father, Pope Francis, happily announced the date of the canonization of Blessed Zati during the consistory. On the 9th October, the celebration that will decree Zati a saint will take place in the Vatican and will be presided over by the Supreme Pontiff. In preparation for this great event, a number of initiatives have been launched, such as the website zati.org, with lot of information on the new saint of the Salesian family. A beautiful film which tells the story of the coadjutor Artemirizati together with his testimony of holiness is also available on YouTube in several languages. Indeed, you will find very interesting content that is worth watching and sharing.
Madam Lucia,
Oh, Brother Zati.
what's going on?
I don't know. I don't know what he's got. I don't know what to do or where to go. Everywhere they ask for money and I have no way to pay for it.
For now, getting him here was good.
Don't worry about it, madam. Ignacio will get better.
Animation visit of the Rector Major to the province of Brazil, Belo Horizonte. From the 25th to the 28th of August, the 10th successor of Don Bosco was in Brasilia and presided over a series of events there. Father Angel Fernandez Artime celebrated the Holy Mass at the closing of the provincial chapter and the 75th anniversary of the province of St. John Bosco. The Rector Major's agenda included moments of dialogue and sharing with the Salesians, the celebration with the Salesian family, and participation in the second province-level meeting of Salesian youth. Father Angel also presided over a Eucharistic celebration for perpetual profession, visited social works, participated in television programs, and finally, together with the Archbishop Emeritus Monsignor Fernando Guimarães, concelebrated the Eucharist in the Ermita Don Bosco. It was indeed a very memorable and joyful moment for the entire province to welcome and to receive the Rector Major and rejoice in his presence. Africa, Madagascar region. Ethiopia, provincial chapter. From the 15th to the 22nd of August, the 8th provincial chapter of the Vice Province of Africa, Ethiopia, was held in Addis Ababa and was attended by 22 capitulars. The meeting was opened by Monsignor Roberto Bergamaschi. The moderator, Father Ioannis Mengistu, led the reflections on the plan of the provincial structure for the coming years. The closing ceremony was marked by the celebration of the Feast of Our Lady, Queen of Heaven and Earth, with a solemn Mass in the Church of Mary Help of Christians. Mozambique, the Salesian family's first pilgrimage. The Salesian family of Mozambique made the first pilgrimage to the Marian shrine in Africa, dedicated to Our Lady of Fatima in Namacha, on the 20th and 21st of August. Father Adolfo Sarmento, superior of the Vice Province of Mary Help of Christians in Mozambique, celebrated the opening Mass, followed by the torchlight procession, the presentation of the synodal process, and Eucharistic adoration. The closing celebration was presided over by Father Alfred Maravilla, General Counselor for the Missions. America South Cone Region. Brazil, Belo Horizonte, Provincial Chapter. From the 21st to the 25th of August, 46 capitulars of the St. John Bosco province and other invited members gathered in Brasilia in the Federal District for their provincial chapter. They reflected on their role in mission environments and in areas related to social action, education, and evangelization. The provincial chapter included moments of prayer, reflection, and group sharing to address the different provincial realities, led by the moderator, Father José Ricardo Mole. The conclusion of the chapter was celebrated by Father Ángel Fernández Artime, the Rector Major. Argentina, Chimpai. Pilgrimage and homage to Blessed Seferino Namuncura. On Sunday, the 28th of August, the traditional pilgrimage to pay homage to Blessed Seferino Namuncura brought together some 100,000 people at the shrine, where the temple with the statue of the Blessed is located. The day began with prayer. Monsignor Esteban Lajargue, SDB, Bishop of Viedma, Monsignor Fernando Crojato, Bishop of Neuquén, and Monsignor Alejandro Pablo Benna, Bishop of Alto Valle del Rio Negro, took part in this 52nd pilgrimage, which had the motto, Seferino, Samaritan of Life. Father Dario Pereira, provincial of the province of South Argentina, was also present. The Salesian family joyfully celebrated this important pilgrimage in honor of Seferino Namuncura. Paraguay, Provincial Community Day. On Saturday, the 13th of August, the province of Paraguay held its provincial feast in Concepcion. The whole event, with a number of activities, took place in the parish of Mary Help of Christians and was attended by Salesians from all the communities in Paraguay. The provincial, Father Mario Villalba, was also felicitated, and he gave his message to his confreres in front of the monument of Mary Help of Christians. At the end of the Mass, all the confreres shared a moment of fraternity and sport in the courtyard of the Institute. East Asia Oceania region. South Korea, Provincial Chapter. From the 15th to the 20th of August, the Salesian province of the Holy Korean Martyrs of South Korea gathered at the provincial house to celebrate their 17th provincial chapter. It was attended by 32 delegates, 3 observers and 6 novices. The chapter, led by the moderator, Father Stephen Yang Seung-guk, provided an opportunity to reflect on Salesian identity. The provincial, Father Timothy Choi, invited the delegates to present proposals and projects that could more effectively embody God's will in order to carry out the mission, responding to the realities of the current times. Thailand, Provincial Chapter. From the 1st to the 4th August, the St. Paul province in Thailand, which includes Cambodia and Laos, celebrated its provincial chapter at the Salesian Retreat House in Hua Hin with the theme, What Type of Salesians for the Youth of Today? The chapter was attended by 36 Salesians and 12 lay observers. The opening Eucharist was presided over by Father Bachong Santisukniran, moderator of the chapter. The provincial, Father Teparat Petisan, presented the report on the situation of the province, and the chapter was a time of reflection for the entire provincial community to continue to be faithful to the Salesian vocation and charism. East Timor, new Cardinal Virgilio do Carmo da Silva. On the afternoon of 27th of August in St. Peter's Basilica, Pope Francis presided over his 8th consistory for the creation of 20 new cardinals. The people of East Timor celebrated the installation of the Salesian Archbishop Virgilio do Carmo da Silva, the first cardinal from the small Catholic majority country. During his stay in Rome, the cardinal also shared moments of fraternity with several members of the Salesian family. South Asia region. Sri Lanka Provincial Chapter. From the 8th to the 10th of August, the 6th Provincial Chapter of the Vice Province of Sri Lanka was held at the Provincial House. 34 members participated in the chapter and it was moderated by Father Sushit Milroy. The Regional Councillor for South Asia, Father Biju Michael, was also present and he gave his insights on the importance of the chapter. On the 11th of August, the provincial feast was also held, during which all the significant anniversaries of ordination and religious profession of the past 2 years were celebrated with much festivity and a spirit of fraternity. India, Guwahati. Joint meeting of delegates for social communication and formation. The South Asia region was the first to hold a joint meeting for the provincial delegates of the social communication and formation sectors. The meeting took place from the 2nd to the 5th of August at the Don Bosco Institute, Guwahati, on the theme Towards a Salesian Proposal of Formation in the Digital World, Educational Ethics and Pastoral Aesthetics. The participants, the delegates for formation and communication, as well as the respective provincials in charge at the regional level, Father Ivo Coelho, General Councillor for Formation, and Father Gildacio Mendes, General Councillor for Social Communication, and their team members made the days of reflection and sharing very meaningful and fruitful. Various initiatives and plans to raise awareness on the theme and to accompany and offer Salesians the appropriate tools for their service in the digital world were proposed. The meeting concluded with moments of celebration and interaction with the young people of the region. Central and Northern Europe. Ukraine, Kiev. Summer Oratory. The summer activities carried out by the Salesians in Kiev in August showed that despite the ever-present war in the country, there is still a zest for life among the Ukrainian children, adolescents and young people who have remained in the country's capital and neighboring regions. Games, recreations, picnics, mini artwork workshops, moments of reflection and sharing were opportunities for growth that were offered for the boys and girls. The implementation of such activities also demonstrates the desire of the sons of Don Bosco to give at least a few moments of serenity to young people who have seen death very closely and are fighting for their life, freedom and survival with all their strength. France, Bosco Camp. Nearly 300 young people participated in the Bosco Camp in August at Resins. They were indeed days of reflection, animation and prayer after nearly 2 years of adaptation of activities due to the COVID-19 pandemic. It was a great joy for the young people who met together and responded with great enthusiasm to the proposal launched by the province, a look beyond the future. Celebration, sharing and art were the highlights of the French young people during the Bosco camp. Inter-America. Panama, Congress of Salesian Cooperators. From the 11th to the 14th of August, the Third Regional Congress was held simultaneously in presence and in online mode with the participation of 89 Salesian cooperators and delegates from the Inter-American region. The three objectives of the Congress were formative, elective and presentation. The event was accompanied by the world delegates of Salesian cooperators and the Rector Major's delegate for the Salesian Family, Father Juan Luis Playa. The meeting was organized by the Salesian cooperators of Panama and was held in an atmosphere of family spirit and fraternity. Guatemala, Bosco Camp. On 13th and 14th August, the Salesian Youth Movement in Guatemala joyfully celebrated Campo Bosco 2022 with the participation of over 180 young people. With great emotion and enthusiasm, young people from the different Salesian presences gathered to thank God and Don Bosco for the Salesian charism in Guatemala. The days of this meeting were marked by moments of animation and training on the apostolic exhortation Christus Vivit and Salesian youth spirituality. At the end, the young people participated in the two beautiful sacraments that Don Bosco strongly recommended to his young people, confession and the Eucharist. Venezuela, holiday oratory for young people. The Salesian province of St. Luke in Venezuela, through its youth ministry and the Commission for Oratories and Youth Centers, reached out to around 8,000 young people during the holiday period. In August, some 120 activities were organized for children, adolescents and young people under the motto, "With the power of love, everything is possible." The initiative included more than 80 meetings, training activities and workshops based on faith education itineraries. The aim was to continue to accompany young people in an educational and evangelizing way. USA, Boston, a summer of holidays and fun. The Salesian Boys and Girls Club group experienced a summer of Salesian faith and joy. Through their mission to lead young people to Christ, following the example and teachings of St. John Bosco, the children experienced days of games, spirituality and dialogue guided by the Holy Spirit. It created a sense of community through friendship and sharing. It was important for each child to know that they can do ordinary things in an extraordinary way with enthusiasm and love. Mediterranean. Egypt, Salesian Youth Movement meet. From 17th to 20th August, the three Salesian houses of Cairo, El Sahel, Cairo Zaytun and Alexandria met in the Natron Valley where 130 of their participants, Salesians, young people and sisters, experienced the meeting together in a spirit of fraternity and sharing. The common thread that accompanied the participants during these days was the reading and reflection of Pope Francis's apostolic exhortation, Christus Vivit. The meeting was also an opportunity to have fun and strengthen friendships. Italy, Naples, Youth Pastoral Conference. From 26th to 28th August, at the Fraterna Domus in Sacrofano near Rome, the Youth Pastoral Conference was held. The participants were engaged in listening to speeches, activities, and workshops aimed at offering an opportunity to deepen the annual pastoral theme, to deliver the elements for local programming, and to present the proposal for 2022-23. The conference concluded with the presentation of the province-level plans. Italy, Campo Bosco 2022. The 2022 edition of Campo Bosco for the 800 young animators of the Salesian Youth Movement present in Spain and Portugal had as its objective a pilgrimage to the Salesian places, a path of discernment and inner discovery. The stages of the meeting took place in Barcelona, Castelnuovo Don Bosco, Mornese, Turin and Valdoco. It was a great opportunity for the young people not only to get to know each city or monument, but also to be motivated by the words of animation of the 10th successor of Don Bosco, the Rector Major, Father Angel Fernandez Artime, and the Mother General of the Daughters of Mary Help of Christians, Mother Chiara Cazzuola in the Salesian Holy Land. That's all we have for you in this August edition of ANS News Video. Share more of your news, events and stories and let the rest of the Salesian world know about them. We eagerly look forward to meeting you with more updates in the September edition. Thank you.